Hopefully we are going live now, and thank you again for joining. Hey, it's Memorial Weekend, Friday, and I cut the grass last night, but I still have to do some trimming and cut a couple of old bushes out for my wife. So I know I look a little bit crazy here. Hopefully we are going live now, and thank you again for joining. Hey, it's move that down there. So thanks again for joining. I want to do a real quick video for you. I was actually wanting to resubmit or repost a previous episode I did on my Business Tech Guy channel a couple of years ago on RPR. And so I'm going to show you where some of those options are. I'm going to actually take my my camera off here just for a second. So hopefully you can still see me or hear me okay. So I'm going to jump out here to this specific window right here. You can see there's a little bit of a lag when you're streaming through YouTube, and I'm using Zoom today. So I'm actually going to go over to my channel here, and you should be seeing me live. So I'm live right now. There was one little item that was not working because I've been talking to you a little bit about forwarding to a web page, and you'll notice that this page is not available. And so one of the things that I always want to kind of stress, and this is probably the best place to send people to, I'm going to copy this right here, and I'm going to go over to GoDaddy and just show you again. You can register a domain name at GoDaddy for $11, $12, which is a very good thing to do from a branding or a marketing perspective. And so then you can take those domain names and you can forward those to a specific website. So the last time I had done a Business Tech Guy broadcast, there was some trouble and some issues, and so I deleted that particular video. But you'll notice I registered the domain name businesstechguytv.com. And if we come down here, I want to manage the DNS right there. When you manage DNS, you have the ability to actually forward your domain name. So what I'm going to do, remember just a moment ago when we were back over here on this website here. This is really where I want to send people to this website. So I came up here and I right-click this URL right there. The entire, you always want to make sure you get that entire piece registered or selected. And I'm copying that. When I come back over here to GoDaddy, there's the option down here to forward. And so I'm going to forward, I'm going to select all of this and delete it. And now I'm going to right click and paste. Now, remember what we did was we pasted this web address right here. And so if I come back to GoDaddy, there's a couple of things I need to do to clean this up. Notice GoDaddy already has the HTTPS listed. So I want to delete that information because I don't need that. Then I need to go to the end of the line. And because I already subscribed to my YouTube channel, I want to erase this right there. Now I can come down here and click Save. And if we preview this right here, it should take us to that website. See how we're doing that now? So that has been saved. And now, if I want to, the reason we do this is so that if I want to have people to go directly to Business Tech Guy, I can actually just forward them right to Business Tech Guy TV. So I'm purchasing a domain name for $11.99 per year. And by the way, go out to Google and do some checking, because a lot of times Google will provide or you can find on Google GoDaddy discount codes. So if you want to purchase that for 3 or 4 years, $30 or $40, now you have the domain name secured, and you can forward people right directly to your landing page. So let me walk you through this again, just so we can kind of get get an idea of how this is working. So I'm going to turn off my video camera again, and I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go back out here to the web browser, and I think that we're not utilizing these kinds of tools enough. So I'm going to go back to GoDaddy, and I want to type in tips get my fingers on the keypad, right? Tips for passing the real estate exam. Let's see if that's available. It is for $11.99. Tips for passing the real estate exam. And, or let's say, and realestateexamsecrets.com. It's already taken. So we'll say real estate exam tips. That's already taken. So I've got I like this one. I think it's okay that I did. Now I'm gonna say no thanks, and I don't need that either. And so I'll continue to the cart. And here, they usually wanted to do 5 years. I'm just gonna do a year. And so I'm gonna check out. And here, I'm gonna bring this over here so it's off the screen, and save and continue. And so I just purchased this domain name for $12. So let's see here. Need to check one quick thing, and we'll be right back. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see here. I put the wrong card. I had the wrong security code with the wrong card. So I had the right security code. I had the right code on the back. I just had the wrong security code. Okay, so let's go. You should be seeing, I'm going to make sure that you're seeing the right screen. That's what I want right there. Okay, so here we go. I just want to make sure we're on the right screen. So I'm going to go back to GoDaddy. So I just bought this, tips for passing the real estate exam.com. And I like that. So I'm logged in here, and I'm going to go to actually I could have gone to my domains over on the left, but it's all right here. And I'm going to click manage all. And I buy domain names a lot. you can sell these and sometimes make some money off of them. You just never know if you get the right one. So I should have tips for passing the real estate exam. Here it is right here. So I'm going to click on this new domain, and down here, they're retrieving the contact information, but we'll do that later. I want to click Manage DNS. Remember that? Once you log into your GoDaddy account, so you manage the DNS, and then you're going to go down, and this is where you will forward the domain name. Okay? So while that's bringing up, I'm just going to show you, well, I actually have it right over here on Amazon, a brand new little book that I produced called Tips for Successfully Passing the Real Estate Exam and How to Generate Income in Your First 90 Days. And it's also on Kindle. So this is the web address, isn't it, on Amazon? So I can copy this web address, and now I can come out here to GoDaddy and change the forwarding. So I'm going to just right click my mouse and paste. Remember, that's the domain name. Now I don't need the WWS. So I'm going to save this. Come back down here. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get those in place and registered. I'm going to just refresh my page. But we can go to a new window and we can type in www.tipsforpassingtherealestateexam.com. Hopefully I did that correctly. And notice it takes them right to the website. Now, because we've used this domain name, we can use this on postcards. We could put this in our email signature. In fact, we're going to do that next. And some of this I know I've talked about in the past, but it never hurts for us to go over this a couple of times, because sometimes I watch things on YouTube or I watch a video webinar, and I tell myself, you know what, I got to do that. That's important that I do that. And then I forget to, I don't do it, or I procrastinate and don't do it. So let's go out there and let's just take a look at a couple of things we can do now. So remember, we've now set up I bought an $12.10 with tax domain name, that instead of just saying, hey, go out to Amazon, search for my book, I can just say, all you have to do is go to Tips for Passing the Real Estate Exam. Okay. Now, I've been using for an email signature, and I really like it a lot. And it's called wisestamp.com. Very inexpensive. I make no extra money off any of this stuff. I think I have 3 different signatures, and I think I paid $36 for the whole year. And so notice I have a global real estate school, I have a Mayfield real estate, and I have my Miami broker's license school. So I want to stay on the global real estate school, and I'm just going to come over to the add-ons right here. And there's lots of different add-ons that I can do. I could do a, pre-designed banner, or I could upload my own banner here. And I could also, use any of these little items here. So let's see. Let's do upload my banner. And let's do this. We recommend to use up to 520 pixel width. Okay. So I'm going to come over here to Canva. And I'm going to do, let's do 30 by 520. Must be at least 40. Okay, that's all right. 40, let's see if that's going the wrong way. So I'm going to resize that and say 520 by 40. There we go. That's what I want right there. So here I have some uploads of some photos I've already done. And I think what might be kind of neat here is let's just take a background. We could, any of these would be fine. I'm just going to, I want something that'll kind of jump out. So why don't we do that? And here we're going to add some text, and I'm going to do something that, you know, will look good. So let's add this right here. And I'm going to change this. Got two of those, I guess. Delete. Okay, so I'm gonna change this, and I'm gonna do Control A, and I'll put check out my new real estate exam tips book on Amazon. So here I'm going to make this a little bigger. Again, I'm not very good with I'm not very good as a graphic artist or an artist. My wife's very good at that. 28's too big, 18's too big, 16 looks pretty good there. Whoops. I love Canva because you can do some amazing things with it. So let's see. Now I could change the color to black or blue. I kind of like blue. I think it needs to be a little darker. Maybe we'll go with purple. Oops, I keep hitting down and duplicating. What I'm trying to do is make this, and you know what I may do? It may go back to the background here, and I may just try something like that. I like that there. Okay. Now I'm going to download this. I may change this later, and I'm going to, I want it to stand out. So I want to make this, I'm going to make this a JPEG file because we recommend, oh, they use ping. So we'll go ahead and leave it as that's just a file format. Okay. So PNG will be a little higher quality. So I'm going to download this to my computer. And now I'm going to jump over to YStamp, and I'm going to upload this banner. So it's a local file. So it's on my downloads. There it is right there. I'll put done. And, you know, I could do extra large, which I think will look a little bit bigger. Now, look right here. I need a link to that. So remember, there's my Amazon link, right? So I'll click Add. Now, that's what it's going to look like. If I want to, which I think I will, I think I'll move this up to the top. So all I have to do is drag that up there like that. And now I think I'm just going to move this down here, or I'll just, yeah, there we go. And so now I will update the signature and click here to assign your signature. And I want to assign that. So everything's done there. So again, I should be good to go. Okay, so now if I go out to send a new email, notice I'm going to send this to myself, and I'll send that out. And notice here's my email signature, and I will click on that. And if someone, all emails I send out now, which I send a lot out about the real estate school, they can go here and purchase this book. By the way, what's really cool is, and you'll notice I have one of these here. I actually created, and I'd love to do a podcast on this in the future, but I actually recorded the audio for my book and edited everything out, and I uploaded that to Audible, and it's been approved at Audible, or I'm waiting for final approval from Audible. But basically, this book and my Audible, I created myself, I published myself. I had someone from Fiverr who copy edited everything for me. I can earn my own royalties off this. If a person buys the paperback book, believe it or not, it actually sends sends out the book to everybody. It prints it at Amazon, sends them the book, and I get a royalty check. So pretty cool how that happens. I don't know why it says, oh, other sellers. So I guess other people are selling my book too, which is okay. I'm happy with that as well. But anyway, notice how, just to kind of come back out, I feel terrible because as I said, I'm getting ready to go back out and work in the yard, but I wanted to come in and do a quick video for you, and just kind of go over with you again, linking, using custom domain names, and I'll show you a couple of other domain names I have and how they point to different places. But there's some creative things we can do with that, with a $12 domain name, GoDaddy, and then making sure we're sending people to the right pages. And then take advantage of your email. I think some of us are really not, at least I had created my own email address and was forwarding people back to my website. But it's amazing when I look at my Wise Stamp statistics, people are clicking on, I'm getting more subscribers to my YouTube channel. Hopefully I'll sell some Kindle ebooks. That's $6.95 every time somebody purchases one of my ebooks, and almost that much if they buy a book. And with Audible, I don't know, and I'm not doing that as much to make money off the book. I really I wanted to have a book on some tips and advice if you're thinking about getting a real estate license and how you can do that. So I hope this was helpful for you today. I wanted to show you a couple of more websites or a couple of ways I'm using that, and then kind of wrap up. I'm going through Zoom on YouTube. I may be able to go out to see if there are any questions. So if you do have a question, type that in and we'll go out there shortly. But here's how I'm using a custom domain name for my real estate exam coach. Again, notice how I'm using a custom domain name for Business Tech Guy TV. Oh, that was the one where I know why that did not come up, because the cache, if I open this in a if I open this up in a new window, get some of that off of there. I hope I did not. Let's see, I want to do file, incognito window. I think if I type in Yeah, so it's working. So it's taking us right there. Okay. So just wanted to make sure that was working correctly. So again, I'm going to go back out to, I should have stayed right out there. I want to go out here to the live video now and just see if we have any chats or anything coming in. Yeah, so it's working. So it's just make sure that nothing's there, but I don't see any chats, so that's always a good sign. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Again, thanks for watching the video, and I hope you have a great day. We will talk to you soon. Bye.